Hey everyone, Michael here for Hello Cupcake It's Me. Today is the Wednesday check-in. It is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025, and isn't it a fucked time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Also, head over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. Follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays. And follow me on all the other social medias for everything else. And check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, at the time of recording this, it is 2:25 in the afternoon, and I am extremely sorry, but I do believe on the Sunday the Saturday check-in, I did say that I was going to be kind of late with everything that I needed to do today. I hit the ground running. I had a 8 a.m. doctor's appointment, and then after that, I had to go to the courthouse to get my tags for my car. And while I was in town, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a quick little walk. And I ended up doing that. I was going to do an out and about like video, but that obviously did not happen. And then I had to make another stop, which took me a shit ton of time. And I should have made the video then, but I was too busy making friends online. That's what I call whenever I'm pissing people off online with facts or just my general viewpoints, is that I'm making friends, because I can post something as mundane as lemon yellow is just too bright of a yellow color, and 900 fucking people will come out the woodwork to tell me how I'm stupid, how I'm wrong, how I'm fat, how I'm retarded, how I'm all the things, because I think lemon yellow is too bright of a yellow. So, anyways, dealing with that and repercussions of something that I posted yesterday. Literally, all I posted was, the post was on Facebook, and it was about the trans actress Hunter. I can't remember her last name, but she posted a picture of her and her passport, and it still said male on her passport. And she was just kind of upset and, venting about the fact that, it does a disservice to the trans community not being able to have their identifying markers match their physical appearance. And whatever you may possibly think about the LGBTQ community or trans people or whatever, I don't care, honestly. Especially if you are anti-gay, anti-trans, anti-LGBTQIA plus, like, I don't care. I'm an ally, I'm a supporter, I'm an advocate. And so I posted on there, I said, well, hopefully one day soon we will live in a world where such trivial, or not trivial, where such things doesn't matter, and people will love the person based on who they are, not how they present themselves. And you would have thought that I kicked Jesus' grandparents' puppy live on television. And the amount of stupidity, ignorance, and anger that has spawned from that post is just like, it's not baffling, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you're that triggered by somebody wishing well on somebody else? Like, and why are you that triggered by that person living the best version of their life? So, anyways, had a bunch of people on there. Well, just say your mom took Tylenol while she was pregnant. I'm like, the fuck does that even mean? Like, I know that there was some bullshit in the media recently about Tylenol and autism or what have you, and so the fuck what? If I am autistic, I'm a high functioning autistic, and you know what? I'll get to that in just a minute. But it's like, just shut up. And then the physical attacks on like how I look, how I sound, how everything. Oh, you look like you should be on a registry. You look like you should be at the end of a bullet. Like, what? I mean, what a stupid thing for either one of us to say, you know? When you start attacking people's personality, or not even personality, but the way that people look and the way that they sound and all that other stuff, when you start making physical appearance attacks, that just means that you no longer have anything intelligent to say. And that's basically the same as, I know you are, but what am I? A racist, bigoted piece of shit. That's what you are. So, anyways, dealing with all of that, making friends, and just, I will never triple book a doctor's appointment again because it has just been bullshit. All like 8 a.m. doctor or diabetic doctor appointment, 1 p.m. mental health, 2 p.m. chiropractic. I'm just like, ugh. I'm tired. I'm irritable. All I want to do is go and lay down and just rest. But with as wound up as I am right now, I doubt that that's going to happen anytime soon. And people are blowing up my phone. Mind you, I've had my phone with me all fucking day. Not a single person had a goddamn thing to say to me all damn day until I sit down to start making this video. And that seems to be how things go with me. Either it's complete crickets or it is like phone call after 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 phone call. So yesterday, I tried to go for a walk out in the woods, and there's this beautiful new trail that just opened up right down the street from me. It's about, I'd say 7 or 8 miles from my house, and I cannot read a topographical map. So everything's in topographical map with lines going across it, telling you where the trail takes you and kind of how it zigzags. I've tried to do this trail twice. One on the more accessible, like handicap trail, which still had steep ass inclines like this. So I don't know how it's fucking handicapped. But anyways, um I tried doing that and that kicked all of the ass that I had to give. Now, the day that I tried that, I swam almost 3 miles. So that might have had something to do with it. Like, literally, I got out of my friend's car from going swimming, got into my car, drove, and tried to do this hike. 100% my fault. I should have tried to do that section again. I didn't do it. So this last time I saw this other trail and it looked shorter. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try this one because at the top of this ridge thing, there is a hikeable trail that is 3 miles in circumference, and then whatever, and then like however far you go going back down. So I was like, cool, high fives, let's do this. I go on that trail, and it is a hiking trail, so it's all natural, and I end up losing the trail. And I keep hearing something, so I take my earbuds out And I stop and I'm listening. And what I hear can only be one of three creatures in the woods: a bobcat, a mountain lion, or a chipmunk. And the way that it was chirping and the sounds that it was making was just a little too deep for a chipmunk. So I was like, I'm not going to continue going that direction. Plus, mind you, like I said, I have lost the trail at this point because it's a natural trail and, you're supposed to just be able to see how it goes. No markers, no indicators, no nothing. So I finally see where my trail picks up at, and it goes all the way down into this ravine and then goes back up another like 125 feet, 150 feet straight up almost. And I'm sitting there like, because, I forget to take my inhaler with me. Not like I don't have 17 of the fuckers, but I still forgot to take it with me. Have a couple of bottles of water and a CBD stick for pain. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go home. Fuck this whole trail. Like, I love how beautiful it is. I love how serene it is. I want to do it. I just cannot do it. Not at the current weight that I'm at, not at the current physical ability that I'm at. And then that gave me pause to think, when and if I go to do the big walk that I want to do, am I going to be able to do it? And so I really have to study that trail, because if there are sections of it that are huge elevation gains, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Not walk it plus carrying my pack that's going to be 15 to 25 pounds, if not more, plus carrying my own weight and having walked for a few days on top of that. There's just no way. So, I'm not completely ruling it out. I'm just saying that I need to do a lot more research on the topography of the trail before I really get to like really get too much more into it. And it might just be that I have to do section hikes and completely bypass some of those sections that are just going to be unruly and unreasonable for me to get past. And it might just be that if I do get to a part where it's too steep for me, that I force myself to get to the top of that, and that's my entire day, is just recovering from that climb, or that incline, that elevation, whatever terminology you want to use. So yeah, there's that. Still having a little bit of dental issues, but trying to get that under control. I have this weird muscle twinge that's happening right here in my forehead multiple times a day. And I don't know what is causing it. I don't know if it is stress. I don't know if it is possible infection. I know that there's an infection in this tooth over here. My dentist said he's not going to do anything, like he's not going to give me any amoxicillin or penicillin or any kind of antibacterial shit until my tooth gets a little bit more infected. I have a tooth on this side that is completely broken off, except for like one part of it, and my gum and my cheek have grown into that groove, into that cavity. So that's been giving me issues. The tooth over here that's infected and is hypermobile because you can touch it and it moves. So yeah. And then my dentist also tells me that, oh yeah, you're not going to be able to get a root canal done because, well, that's $3,000 out of pocket, and well, your insurance just doesn't pay for it. I don't give a fuck what my insurance does or does not pay for, honestly. Like, that's not a me problem. That's a 100% you problem. You're going to do the work. Like, and I told him this straight up. I'm like, you're doing the work, regardless if the insurance is going to pay for it or not. And whatever paperwork I sign, I'm going to sign that I'm under duress because it's dental work. And of course, I'm under fucking duress. My blood pressure when I went in there just for an examination was 186 over 86. So yeah, panic, dental fears, the whole 9 yards. Been telling them like since he gave me lockjaw last time how scared I am. It's just like, this is 100% a you problem. Just understand that if you take that tooth out, you're going to have to take the other tooth out that it's next to, and the same on this side. You're going to have to remove both of those teeth, which will leave me with absolutely no teeth to chew on. Then I'm going to have a partial. I don't know who's going to pay for the partial, but you're going to make me a partial. And I'm not going to be stuck with having no teeth to fucking chew on. Because when he does whatever he needs to do on this side, I'll have 3 teeth removed on that side. And then I'll have 2 or 3 teeth removed on this side. That's all my chewing. I've been trying to teach myself to chew at the front of the mouth, and it just does not work. It looks like a freaking cow chewing cud. And I'm just like, no, this is not okay. So they are offering me oral sedation this next time. Oh, bless them. I'm like, what does that even look like? What is oral sedation? Well, we'll give you something like a Valium, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're not giving me fucking Valium. Like, it's in my medical chart that I had an addiction as a child to Valium, and you want to give me Valium. So, no. And Xanax, I take Xanax daily. So that's like fucking popping a Tic Tac. That's not going to do shit unless you want me to take 3 or 4 of them. Then that might do a little something. But, I'm not trying to take more than 1 or 2 Xanax in a day. And, I told them, I said, this time around, I want you to do a combination of nitrous oxide and the injections. Before you do the injections, I want the nitrous oxide. I want numbing gel, because when you push it into my jaw, because of how tight everything is from the infection, from the TMJ, from everything else that's going on, it fucking hurts. And it causes me to have that lockjaw sensation. And I am not about that. Plus, I'm mildly allergic to Novocaine and mildly allergic to Novocaine. So there's just issues. They will not put me under to do any of the work that I need them to do because I'm too big. I'm like, you in 2025, that is no longer a fucking excuse. Find a way to put me under, do the goddamn work that needs to be done, and let me suffer afterwards. Like, I don't care if it's a 25-minute procedure. Put me the fuck under, do all of the work that needs to be done, pull the teeth, pull the tooth, redo whatever you got to do the cleaning while I'm knocked out, do all of the fillings when I'm knocked out, and let's go on about your business. So, if I had the actual cash money to do so, I would go down to Mexico to Alcadones and have all of the work done down there, because I know that they would put me under. And Algodones is one of the denture capitals of the world, like our dental capitals of the world. You go there to have your teeth worked on. You go to Turkey or Turks and Caicos to have your like your nose done. You go to Japan, China, and the Philippines for everything else. So trust me, if I had the money for medical tourism, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. If I could find a dental place in Canada that would allow me to do that, I would hop on a boat and go over to Canada in a heartbeat. It's a 60-mile drive to the ferry terminal that goes to Canada, and it's only like a 20-mile. So, technically, as the crow flies, I'm exactly 20 miles from Canada. To get to Canada, though, I have to drive 60 miles one direction to get on a boat to go 20 miles, then get off in Canada, and then go where I gotta go. But that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, high fives all around. What else has been going on? I was going through a little bit of a depression spell there for a while, and thankfully that has gone away. I'm feeling a lot better than what I have been, so I'm happy about that. Got something in the mail the other day from my biological mom's, from the program that has her body. They're doing some kind of like donors brunch in December, I think. What was it? It was like something like December 7th or some bullshit like that. That, if you wanted to attend, you were cordially invited to show up. Yeah. Service of Gratitude, Friday, December 5th at 3:30 at this auditorium, and service followed by reception for our reception with herbivores. So not even a full-on banquet, just fucking finger foods. And yeah, so I don't know if my sister's gonna want to do this. I really don't feel like driving down to Oregon for some fucking finger foods. It does not sound like a great time, especially that close to Christmas. She might want to do it so she could do Christmas shopping, because there's no sales tax on things. So I don't know. I gotta remember to tell her about this. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. And there's a lot more that I want to talk about, but I am making myself a promise that I'm going to try to keep the videos under 25 minutes, and we are sitting at 22:57 right now. So I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comments section down below. Sorry again for the very late update. Remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. In a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world, and don't add to the population, and don't subtract from the population. Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Bye.